Hey everybody, it's Brian Hull, member of the HeartTech Plus team. In this tutorial video, I'm going to be explaining and teaching you how to create a star network. In other words, how to hook up one hub or wasp to another hub or wasp to increase your range with the hubs to the sensors. Some quick notes before we get started. In this star network, basically one hub acts like a Wi-Fi router, which transfers the signal to one or more hubs that is connected to it. The router hub is always set in standalone mode. And again, standalone mode is when you press to turn on the hub and press again, and you should only see one single blinking green LED light. Another important note to note is that the router hub should always be within 20 yards of the iPad when you're using it, just so the Wi-Fi signal between the router hub and the other hub and iPad don't get lost. And the last note is multiple hubs can be connected to the router hub, and when this happens, like I previously mentioned, this is called a star network. So to get started, as you can see, I am signed into the HeartTech Plus group app on my iPad. And what we're going to need now is obviously the iPad that you're looking at now and two or more hubs that I've got in front of us. When we first start this quick process, the most important thing to do is to flip the hubs over. And you need to label one hub in R, and that's going to stand for the router hub. And you label the next one a 1, and then a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and so on if you wanted to connect more than one hub to the router hub. But in this case, I'm going to connect this hub here to this router hub. So I've got an R for the router hub and 1 for the first hub I'm going to connect to the router hub. So to get started, you first turn both hubs on. So I'm going to hold it in, let go, and push it in one more time. And I'm going to do the same thing on this hub. So now both of these hubs are in standalone mode. They're both blinking one time with the green LED light. Now the first process in this system and step is we need to go to the settings and go to the settings option and go to our Wi-Fi menu. And when we're in the Wi-Fi menu, obviously you're going to see the two hub networks labeled WASP. Now, the most important thing in this process is you always want to connect the WASP that is labeled 1. You do not want to connect the router hub in this step. So in this case, I need to connect this one hub. So the last digits on this is CE48. So I'm going to look at that hub, and that is going to be the second one on the list. So I'm going to wait for that hub to connect. Now once that hub is connected, I'm going to go back into the group app. And I'm going to go to Settings, Configure WASP in the top right-hand corner. And the hub I am now connected to, the WASP CE48, is available. I'm going to click that. And in a brief moment, the other networks that are within range are going to pop up. Now, as you can see in the very bottom is another WASP, and that's going to turn out to be my router hub. It ends in 8046, and that is the hub and WASP that is displaying in the select network feature. So now that that's showing up, I'm going to select that from the list, and I'm going to click join. And as that's doing its thing, you're going to see my hubs do kind of a weird blinking system, and you know the system is going through the process when one of the hubs is going to almost freak out a little bit. And sometimes it takes more than one time, so I'm going to go back in here and click a variable and click the same WASP network and click join. Now it shows busy. Okay, as you can see, this hub now was blinking red. Now, this process is now complete because this being my one hub, the green light is now blinking twice, and this is my router hub and is now blinking once, just like it's supposed to in standalone mode. So now I have created a star network with this hub connected to this hub. And in conclusion, just to remind you, the purpose of this is to increase the range between your hubs and your iPad and heart rate sensors. So hopefully, for example, when you go outside, you're going to have better success and features with the system in terms of your heart rate monitors and app not losing reception as quickly once your students leave the premises a lot farther from where your iPad is. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to one of the members of the HeartTech Plus team. Thank you.